Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. Excuse the wobble, holding my phone with my hand here. It's part of being a dad. So, over the last couple months, the ATF has met with several groups, both pro-gun and anti-gun, as well as law enforcement agencies. And if you recall my video, it's floating right here. If you're new to the channel, check that out. In January, the number 2 man in the ATF penned what they term a white paper, which is an internal document not released to the public, in which he specifically was talking about loosening certain gun control regulations. The main one was suppressors and silencers, and that basically had a huge part in the creation of what is now known as the Hearing Protection Act, which is in committee, hopefully going to come out of committee for vote. But it was a big part of raising the awareness that suppressors really don't have to be regulated. We knew that, but the country as a whole, sheeple. But directly following Donald Trump taking his oath of office, he made several statements that he was, pro Second Amendment, etc. Some of which needs to still be proven. However, on February 24th, he did pen an executive order enforcing the regulatory reform agenda. In short, he said that all federal agencies, had to report to him on what regulations they have that could be removed, loosened, or changed to help stop the restriction on the average American. A direct result of that executive order resulted in these meetings that the ATF had with pro-gun groups, anti-gun groups, and law enforcement. Now, some of the groups that have met with the ATF have come out and spoken about what was discussed at these meetings. The ATF still has not and will not comment on those, but other groups have. And the pro-gun groups have expressed optimism, while the anti-gun groups, you know how it goes. Oh my gosh, there's going to be assassinations, murders, bloodshed. The 93 million Americans that die every day for gun violence. Can't forget those people. So the anti-gun groups are freaking out, which should be a good sign for those of us who enjoy firearms, because if they're bugging out, there's probably a good chance something can happen positive for us. Specifically, each organization was asked 3 things. Number 1, what impact current regulations have on gun violence prevention. Number 2, what regulations need to be repealed, replaced, or modified. And number 3, what regulations are outdated. I can't even see the 3, but there were 3. So this is kind of hot off the press stuff, just came out yesterday, and I'm expecting more information to come out now that 1 or 2 groups have started to talk. The rest are going to follow. So keep your eyes peeled. There could be some positive movement, I hope. I don't see anything negative coming from this, because the Trump administration is specifically ordering each federal agency to do away with some of the bullshit. So maybe this could parlay into something good for us. I don't know, it's kind of vague at the moment, but the white paper that was released in January was kind of vague, and that's kind of took on a head of steam for the Hearing Protection Act and the Shush Act and stuff like that. So things are looking up, I guess. So we'll see. If you happen to hear anything about this before I do, shoot me an email. My contact information is always in every description of every video. Also, if you'd like to support this channel, my links to Patreon, as well as my Spreadshirt store, you can buy some of my t-shirt designs. They're in there as well. In the meantime, if you like this video, hit a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you're going to get the fastest Second Amendment news here first. And I appreciate your time. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.